stages of rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Kelly Laughlin is with us this morning. Ryan Kultasik, the amazing and fantastic Ryan Kultasik is with us. Kelly, we're having problems hearing, Kelly. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully you can hear me now.
I hear you now.
Oh,
but
cool,
shut up.
cool.
You're not on. Oh, and all right, so Father Flanagan's has released a new product, a new line of products that I'd like to share with you guys this morning. I want to, so maybe we can get some sales rolling. So good morning, everyone. I hope you had a good time. We'll be back in just a second. Let me get my new buttons going. And yeah, check this out. Were you circumcised at birth? Or did you change your faith for a woman and now she's your sister's lockjaw flare up at the worst possible time?
Guilty as charged.
Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits. It won't cost you an arm and a leg, just an eyelid. Testimonials are already coming in. Mike from Dallas, Texas writes, "Ever since I got my penis caught in the blender, I haven't felt like a real man, but now I'm back and intact. Thank you, Father Flanagan." Steve from Florida says, "I didn't really want my foreskin back, but my wife insisted. We did it and, well, you should see the look on her face." King Kelly writes, "Wow, getting my foreskin back literally doubled my length. After all these years, I can finally hold my heads high. Thank you, Father Flanagan." Father Flanagan's at-home foreskin restoration kits are part of our Tips for Tots and Adults community outreach program. Free eye patch and eye mister with each purchase. You can tell just by the look on his face whether he's packing or he's lacking. Microsurgery available for those extra small jobs. And in case you have any problems, Father Flanagan's highly trained medical staff are ready and waiting for your call.
Oh my God.
I've never seen so much blood.
Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits. Coming to a Walmart near you. All right, we are back. Let me bring up my co-conspirators. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Welcome.
I finally got around to doing something. Got Father Flanagan, in gear. We got a new product.
That was awesome.
Okay, glad. Since I used you, Kelly obviously was the King Kelly.
That was great. That was nice.
Yeah, I've got, as I drop it, I get so excited to do these things, So I got it and I dropped it and I've been rewatching it, this morning. And I see a couple things that I need to fix. So I'll fix them and make them good. One of the things I'd like to do, how I said the first guy was like, I got my penis caught in a blender, right? I would like to get and replace that with Mike from Texas with Forrest from Oklahoma. And have a picture of Forrest from his account there. And then change the husband and wife to Godless Engineer and Casey.
Oh, that'd be
I just don't know how they would feel about that. I think it's hilarious. But
I think John and Casey would probably think it's
they
funny.
might enjoy that, huh? We'll see.
They seem like, I hung out with them for a day. They seem like they'd be okay with it, but I would totally ask them.
And I don't know Forrest at all. I just see him, I don't know.
He's
Neither.
Forrest is one of the funniest people I've ever met, honestly.
Oh, yeah. From what I've seen on the interwebs, he would probably love it. My point is kind of like, I don't have direct access to go, hey man, check this out. Cause I don't know him. He's got millions of people that follow him. So I'm just some dude on the internet who makes funny shit sometimes.
Yeah, that was really good. Did you just make that this weekend?
Yeah. Sometimes
that was really funny.
The ideas stir in my brain for a while. And then whenever they finally get there and it's time, it gets there and it's time and it happens, My doctor's appointment's tomorrow. So I'll hopefully be back
Mine's
on my
today.
meds. Yeah. Oh, hey. Awesome.
Yeah, I got one right after this, actually.
There you go. Awesome sauce. So let me start with Miss Ryan. Love the hair. Miss Ryan is always doing something fancy with it. How are you doing? Did you have a fantastical weekend?
Yeah, we got snow.
Snow.
We got we got more snow. So the day before it snowed,
That's when like
the
frozen
day-
wet stuff falls from the sky, right?
Oh, it fell.
Yeah, it fell.
And it just fluttered down
A
romantically.
lot. Okay, carry on.
And we had gotten that previous fall windfall of a lot of snow. I don't know, it was like a foot or something like that. But it had just melted. And then we got like another 8 inches. That was great.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
We've
And it
got
was
about
crazy.
3 feet on the ground right now.
Oh,
Where are you again, Kelly?
I'm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I'm above Wisconsin.
The frozen Yukon.
Yes.
Gotcha. 3 feet. That's a lot of snow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sure
I'm from
is.
Texas. I've lived in Texas and West Texas, the desert, and New Mexico, the desert, most of my life. I have encountered snow upon occasion, once or twice a year, maybe we'll see it. On
I was in El Paso one winter for the whole winter, and the closest I saw the snow was, I think, ice twice all winter long. So
Really?
yeah.
And it really shut stuff down in the South because they're not going to spend a lot of money on something that is rare to happen, right? Like the equipment, it must cost insurmountable amount of money. And, for what? To happen once every however many years. But damn, when it does happen, oof.
Yeah.
It goes bad.
I'm allergic to
People
the
up
cold.
here-
These little bumps all over. It's bad.
They make ointment for that.
That kind of snow is just like Tuesday up here. So yeah.
That's I don't know how people
They
do
don't.
it. We went to the Minnesota
schools
Vikings game in 2018, and whenever we stepped out of the airport, it was negative 14 degrees Fahrenheit, and my soul froze. I didn't think I had it. That wind cut through me like a frozen knife. I was like, what fresh hell is this? I literally said that when it hit me. I had my nice little heavy leather jacket on because heavy leather jacket, right? You stupid man. The wife tried to warn me. Did I listen? No, because I'm a man. No, it's cold.
No insulation.
No insulation. No.
Yeah. That's
Not
why I wear
like
that
you
big
need.
ass blanket thing.
Yeah.
It keeps all my heat in. Well, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. As best it can. Yeah.
As best it can. And it, as I walk and generate heat, my thunder thighs kind of rub together.
The evil one, when we go out and she gets in the cold, she wears a coat. It's one of those like winter coats. It's got a hood on it. She pulls the top of it and she looks like Kenny from South Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Her little face is just like that. Matter of fact, we went to a Denver Broncos game. It was actually a Seattle Seahawks, Minnesota Vikings, I guess, in Denver. And I was able to rewatch the game and catch her up in the audience, up in the stands. And that's what she looked like. She looked like a little Kenny. Just see her tiny little face.
Covered from head to toe. That's what that's how I've been sleeping too. It's been so cold. I'm just like all tucked in. I just got like my nose out.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Fro, what's that?
I was about to say, we have an official winter hat that we wear up here in the UP. And almost everybody has it. After we take a break, I'll come back with mine so you can see
The
what they look like.
The flappy hat?
It's called Stormy Cromer. It's named after a man whose name was Stormy Cromer. Stormy was his nickname. So I know some people may recognize it when I wear it, but I'll bring it on after the break.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Hold to it.
So we don't have to do the little face thing. We can use our Stormies.
There you go. Let's see. She grew up in the same area. Oh, so you grew up in the cold, negative 25, says right-handed Sith. Yeah, I'm saying to hell with that. To hell with what?
That's not
to hell
normal.
with that. That's not normal.
That's
right.
for animals.
Right. Yep.
That's illegal.
Yeah, to hell with what? To hell with that. Yeah, that's terribly cold. I guess Miss Ryan, let me start with you. Now, guys, I will open up the lines here in just a bit. I see Fro from Norway is trying to get the call. I'd like to at least get the call started, and get people, a little bit of time, get us introduced and get to say hi to everybody in the chat and all that business before I turn on the lines. Now, the reason why I don't actually turn on the lines is it charges me 6 cents a minute for every person that's on there. And so if I turn them on, that's 6 cents a minute for me. And then people stack up waiting for me to get done with the opening part of the show. And, it's unfortunate. It's more expensive than it should be, I think. Anyway, I know 6 cents a minute doesn't sound like a lot, right?
It builds up.
It builds up quickly. In a 2-hour show, 120 minutes in a 2-hour show for one person. So, yeah. So just bear with us, Fro. I'll turn it on here a little bit, and you can hook us up.
Subtracting like that money from like what you give me, right? Like
no,
not
at all. No. Well, we haven't even talked about
okay. Well, we can talk about that later. But I don't want that.
And I haven't even.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I just assumed.
No, I'm not very good. I tell you, I actually, this is not that we want to talk about this, but I'm really just, it's like supers and memberships, right? But often what I do is I'll go and I'll look and I'll actually read what the total is, and I'll go off the total rather than just those. I'm like, damn it, you did it again. But really the difference is so small. And I appreciate you so much for showing up. Now, the phone number, that's a different thing. But you know what I mean? Whenever I usually even round up just because it's just, but really, if I may go to doing it on Discord, to where we do our calls on Discord for a while.
You're worth it too, Ryan.
You are.
Oh, thanks. No, but truly, I would feel more comfortable.
I'll noodle that out.
That's
somehow.
my way.
I figured you're pretty okay with me. I mean, yeah, you're awesome. So everybody's awesome. John says he's getting ready to leave. Where are you going, John? Thanks for the warning. Not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's too cold. Hypatia, I wear black leather motorcycle jacket everywhere, but it's summer thin. I want to tell y'all something. Can I share something with you guys? I'm gonna share something with you guys that most people don't know. Nobody here knows. Nobody knows. I'm going to share this with you guys for the first time. I have had gender-affirming surgery.
Wowsies.
Yeah, wowzers. Yeah. Anybody here surprised to hear that? Okay. So I had probably maybe 20 years ago or some business, gynecomastia surgery. So basically I had man boobs. And I didn't like my man boobs. No amount of dieting or working out or any of that business would get rid of it. And so I eventually got to where I had surgery to get rid of the man boobs. And I've been seeing this whole thing about all these people vilifying gender affirming care for trans people. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Nobody's out vilifying people who get gynecomastia surgery. Nobody's out vilifying dipshit Elon Musk for his hair surgery, which is gender affirming care surgery. His jawline, nobody's giving them shit for that. But a trans person wants to live their best life. And they just can't do it. I actually tried to call in on the line, one of their trans shows, so I could share that with everybody on that show. But they already had too many pro-trans callers, and they wanted people who disagreed with trans people, so I didn't get to call.
Oh. Okay.
So there was that.
Yeah, that's how that goes, I guess.
Yeah. So there's, really, to be honest, to be fair, I had body dysmorphia. I didn't really have bad man boobs. Not like other people have man boobs. You know what I mean? No, mine was just. I seeing photos. It really is just. Yeah, my brain wasn't right. Still not right. How a lot of people are that way, but yeah. So.
Yeah.
Should I
see themselves how they really are?
My brain hasn't been right for 66 years, so.
Well, in that case, then it's right for how it should be. If that's your standard operating procedure for 66 years, then that's just your standard operating procedure. That's how it should be, as it should be. Yeah. So there was a reason why I was sharing that with y'all. I forgot what that reason was by the time I got to the end of it. I don't know what I was talking about, but anyway.
Gender affirming.
Well, that was pretty. That was pretty brave of you, though, to come out in public and say that. So
Yeah.
kudos to you for that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I got to be honest. I forgot about it. I'd forgotten. It's been so long. I just kind of had forgotten about it. Yeah. So and as far as I appreciate what you said, Kelly, as far as seeing it as brave. Here's my deal, though. It's one of those deals where you see other people who are really. I mean, it's just it's. There are other people who are so much more brave than I. And my little thing is just a flag of solidarity, just showing that I support them, you know?
And I don't think many people realize the gender affirming care that they may have gotten. Like I would have never seen having hormones as gender affirming care, but that's truly what it is. It's something that I need in order to continue at least having some kind of normalcy in my life, you know?
And not killing your husband, yeah.
I mean, but really, it's been a goddess send, if you will.
There you go. There you go.
So you admitting that, I think, helps other people to probably also look inside their life and go, oh, I hadn't really thought that about that, but I also too had something like this done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know, there's a lot of it. If it's a man out there who's had hair plugs, gender affirming care.
Oh.
I mean, from top to bottom, just whatever. You know, women have there's different types of surgery that women have on their thighs, their saddlebags or whatever they have. Men have the same thing. It's just their love handles, their gut, that no matter how much they work out, they can't get that stuff to go. So they go get some kind of gender affirming care. If you're getting laser liposuction, gender affirming care. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. So people just really shouldn't vilify it just because it's being used by people who, for different reasons than they have it. I just
then you think it should be used for.
Yes.
Right.
Good point.
That's just kind of my thinking. I'm a weirdo, but that's my thing. But I appreciate everybody. That's kind of the thing. I just.
Well, you believe people should have human rights and be able to do with their body what they choose to, as long as it's not harming other people? What?
That's crazy. It sounds even stupider when you say it out loud like that, Ryan.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
So offensive.
So offensive. Better Than Ember says Frank Turk had top surgery. I guess that was what you would call mine, if that's what you want to call it. Matt Walsh had facial masculinization. Robert Galbraith is more plastic than person. Here's another little thing I've forgotten about too. I used to have, and this really bothered me for a long time. I had a very large black mole right there, about the size of a pencil eraser. It was really large. And that was the first thing I ever did to modify myself, if you will. I had that removed. I was probably 20 or 21. Yeah. So.
Little minor things throughout your life that you've just little ticked away at. And
I broke my nose.
They judge other people.
Did you break your nose or did someone else break it for you?
No, I broke a lot of stuff on me, but it used to be about half as thick as it is now, wide as it is now, and it's always bothered me since I did it. And that just happened 5 or 6 years ago, I'd say. Wow. So,
how'd you do that? Take some parked cars?
Falling. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Falling.
I wish I had thought of that first.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Ran into a door frame.
Hey, I've done that. Oh man, what I have done is I have walked into a door. Like you walk into the bathroom and the door's like this. You open it and then you stop and turn back and the door is. Yeah, I've done that. Right. Ooh, and the thing.
My son was still living with me when I did it, and whenever anybody asked me what happened, I told them my son beat me up. So.
Yeah.
The door frames with my shoulders. I do that.
Oh,
often.
Me too.
Hello, first time you've walked.
I think that's a sign. I believe that's a sign of the AD&D.
Mm-hmm.
ADHD or some. I do it too. I am 6'3", and I'm a little broad up here, So I've got some maybe excuse. You ain't got as much excuse.
I mean, I'm pretty broad, but no, I don't really have an excuse. I'm doing other things in my head while I'm doing things with my body, and my body's just like boink.
Boink.
Like, oh damn. Like, oh, okay, I guess I should pay attention a little bit more.
True that. Well, let me ask you real quick. What we're going to do, I think this is maybe the way we'll go. What we'll do is we'll chat for the first half hour. We'll take a break, and then after we come back from our first commercial, then we'll start taking the calls going forward. It's a little system. Give us the time to get everybody back in the show and wrap it up. Because I want to ask Miss Ryan, how did the show go yesterday?
Oh, we got up to some devilry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really? Sinning and blaspheming. Good.
Sinning and blasphemy. We had a special guest, a surprise guest. Helen came on from Fireside Chats, I think is her channel.
Okay.
I'm so sorry if I'm getting it wrong, Helen. And Maya was able to join us because she doesn't get to join us very often because she has a new job. And as well, she stays up late for Bad Science Sunday, which they do every Sunday. And it's amazing. I'm just usually too tired to stay up. But the chat is always bumping, you guys.
Yeah.
Is it Freethinkers Fireside?
That I think is what it is.
Better than Ember says Helen is Freethinker Fireside. I think that's right.
Sorry.
Well, there you go.
Henrim, thank you for the $2 super chat. Henrim says, keep pounding. Thanks for your work. Very much appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for that. Any support, I really need to be better about going, hey guys, throw us some support and, become a member and all that. Cause we're developing the show. I really believe it's coming along. I think we're doing good. Adding the phone line is going to help. It's just a matter of time as we grow, and other people don't even do phone lines. I don't, so I don't know. We'll see. I want to be able to use the phone lines, and because I think that's more popular. People are more likely to call than they are to use Discord and go to our server. That's my feeling. We'll see. We'll do it till we can. Derek Cruz is in the chat. It's been a day or three, Derek. Hope everything's going great. KCA Randy is here. A Goddess is here. That's her. And Kelly Laughlin, troublemaker extraordinaire. Free Thinkers. Oh, I see. Free Thinkers. I got you. Fireside. I don't think I've ever heard of her.
No, you don't know Helen?
I don't think so.
Helen? You'll know Helen. I think her hair is kind of like auburn red. She usually wears glasses. Her hair's down to here. They just did a soiree stream to help raise money because her and her husband.
Oh, I know that Helen. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I figured it would ring a bell once I started to put some information out there.
For some reason, I thought she went by something else on here, though. I don't know why I thought she went by something. Anyway, I don't know.
Hell's Bells. Hell's Bells.
Oh, Hell's Bells. Maybe that could be what you're saying. Yeah.
Hell's Bells.
The name things switch confuses me.
That's right. Hell's Bells. That's true. Flockmeister is here. Good morning, Flockmeister. Flocky, thank you for joining us. And of course, Fro is here. Fro, we're going to get a call from Fro here in just a little bit whenever we turn on our phone lines here in just a bit. Let's see. Hell's Bells. That's right. And then a Goddess. And okay, awesome. So making sure I was caught up to everything. I know you guys don't want to hear this. I'm getting a headache,
Oh, no.
I know, right? With me, it's kind of weird because when I get them, they could be ugly. I'm just, just gonna. I may turn off my lights here in a little bit. I was warning you beforehand. Danielle Austin is here. Did you see that? Danielle Austin? That's cool. All the cool people in here now. We can start the show.
Yeah. Let's say we have a party now, right?
Right. So I'm glad you guys had a good show, Miss Ryan. Yeah.
It was a good show. I'll be honest, I didn't catch all of it, but I caught like the first half of it. So it was good. From what I saw, it was a good show.
Yeah. Now,
thanks for joining, Kelly.
Kelly was on a stream, Truth Wanted. Were you on Truth Wanted?
I did host Friday night. I hosted Truth Wanted. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Surprisingly against your will. Wodenson. Good morning, Wodenson says, I have cluster headaches. They're excruciating and can last up to 11-week cycles. Really, that's interesting. Thank you for that. I've had problems with month-long headaches as well. Yeah.
What the hell is it?
I actually think it may be my Ozempic. I'm down to thinking.
Oh, you had said that. You had. So are you? Had you have you changed your dose? Like, did you say you're going to try to get on something else, or?
Well, I am going to try to get on. I got to get with the doctor. I did kind of stop for a while, and the headaches kind of went away. And then I started back, and the day after I took my shot, I had a headache overnight. And then a week later, when I took my shot again, 2 days after that, I had another headache. And then there's this kind of like this little bit.
Residual?
And, yeah, I know. And there's things like, I can't drink anymore because even the smallest of alcohol gives me a raging fucking headache. And I'm not drunk or anything, but I like to go have a good time, do the shimmy shake, and all that business. Right.
Who doesn't?
So
as you should.
As you should. So
wow. Well, I hope you get that resolved.
Yep.
I had to mostly give up drinking like 25 years ago. So
really, all the sinning got caught up with you. Understood.
Yes, it did. All the partying finally caught up with me, and I had to quit some of it. So.
Wodenson, again, cool name, says sumatriptan and naproxene I take. I think I have both of those as well. I usually take one as soon as I drop it right under my tongue. I used to take Tylenol or something or Advil whenever I started feeling it, but then it would make me throw up. And I wouldn't keep my pills down. So they gave me these things that go under my tongue.
So it dissolves immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Throwing it right back up does not help.
No, it does not.
I've got anti-nausea pills that do that. You just pop them under their tongue and
I have some of those too for that very reason, in case I wanted to take my Tylenol or something. But I got to tell you, man, the anti-nausea pills that you stick under the ones I have that I stick under my tongue are they taste so bad.
Horrible.
They make me nauseous.
Yes, they do. Yes.
All right.
I'll agree. They're really bad.
We're going to take us a quick break. Whenever we get back, we're going to, enjoy more of our show. I do want to mention to everybody that Father Flanagan's has released a new product. We're not going to watch it at the bottom of the hour. We're probably going to watch it at the top of the hour. We'll see a new commercial for a new Father Flanagan's product. But until then, let's go with the postmortem baptismal kit. I love this one. We'll be back in 3. You have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No. Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my... Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love. I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl say, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is... It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Marlboro? No! Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved. Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I could see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better, and that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
And we're back. Sorry, I don't know why my commercial didn't kick back automatically, but we are back. Looks like I'm going to turn on our phone here. Sorry, Kelly, I didn't mean to interrupt you in the middle of the conversation.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Welcome, host. Haha, I know. That's a suave kind of voice.
Fancy.
I know, Steffi. So we got the lines open. Good morning, everyone. Fro is probably eager to call. I saw him mentioning. Okay, I think something about my timing. I created new buttons for the new commercial this morning, and I think maybe I screwed something up. We'll see. No worries. We've got William Graves. Good morning, William Graves.
Morning.
Kinsey is here. Kinsey Rainwolf is here. Wodenson, of course. William Graves. H.E. Jonesy. Good morning, H.E. Jonesy. Austin Sims says, yet another evil religion has inflicted on humankind. Yes, pardon me for the burping. D20 is here. Hell has jazz. That is true, I would suspect, says D20.
Just play the right note.
There you go. Just the right note. And Flockmeister. I saw another new face in the chat. Where'd it go? Me and Kelly were talking about this new Jen with one in. Good morning, Jen with one in. Left click TikTok, had a conversation with TikTok evangelical who said I had a demon. That's an interesting position that some of them have. They believe.
I've been accused.
Yeah. Well, I'm an atheist, and I suspect that of you. So maybe it's a girl thing.
I get told I was demon possessed all the time in my videos.
Really?
Oh, no wonder she says this. Look, you can tell she's possessed. Look at her eyes.
Wow.
I can't help but laugh because I gesture a lot. I can't help myself. So from their perspective, I probably do look a little demon possessed, but.
Well, I had someone call or leave a comment on one of our posts, and the comment was, I didn't watch the show. But based on the thumbnail, I think the hosts are bad or evil or whatever they were saying. And what the thumbnail was me and you, but it was the Friday thumbnail I've been using with the horns on it.
Horns. So you're obviously demon.
Yes. The
So much
thumbnail
obvious.
says it all.
Yeah.
But, there you go. I believe what I see and what I'm told is the truth. So
we have Ember here. Ember is on the line. Ember, hello. Now I want to send good morning, Ember. Thank you for joining us today.
Morning, Ember.
Oh. Hold on a second. I don't know if they can even hear you. You're very, very quiet. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can hear you. Can you guys hear her?
Yeah, I can hear
I
her.
can hear Ember.
Okay.
She is a little bit low this morning, I will say.
But it's workable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can turn it up. Okay. Thank you, Ember. Good morning. What were you saying?
Perspective. All these people, all these righteous folks, they gather to eat his flesh and wash in his blood. They've even been training their whole lives to do it.
Right. That's true. Absolute blood.
Okay,
Wow. I got her
Did you see
fixed.
that they can't hear her? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's just a delay. Now they can hear her, but it's just a delay now. So, yeah. There she is.
My bad.
We didn't miss much. But essentially, Ember was saying about the blood cult, pointing out the blood cult of Christianity. Is that correct, Miss Ember?
Yeah, it's sort of like the myth of Prometheus, right? Where he kept losing his liver every day and having to regrow it. Jesus has to lose all of his blood and flesh every Sunday for communion and then regrow it during the week. I can see that.
Has to push the rock up the hill. Is that Sisyphus or?
That's Sisyphus.
Having to do that maybe Jesus has his own hell, which is called heaven, but that's where the Jesus worshipers go.
Sisyphus has to be happy though, so
He finally gets a break. But yeah, there is no heaven. It's all hell's all the way down. It's just a matter of who gets tormented, I guess.
Yeah, and even heaven itself sounds like torment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Does
and
not
only the
sound
people
like
who enjoy torturing others ever go there. So there's that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
something to be said about that.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys all think it's really kind of, I want to say, ironical that this creature that's supposed to be all about loving and forgiveness and peace and mercy is the same creature that's going to burn us in a pit of fire for all eternity for the slightest of sins? I think that's weird. Isn't that weird?
That doesn't make much sense, honestly.
But Kirk Cameron just got in trouble over that because he took a stand and he found biblical passages to back it up, saying that that can't be a loving God, therefore it can't be true. So he basically became an out annihilationist. And the weird thing is that not only did his Christian cohorts and co-conspirators immediately turn on him, but their Bible verses aren't as good. They both have Bible verses, of course, because you can take any position and find Bible verses to back it up, and somebody will find Bible verses that counter it, and we're just throwing poetry at each other, and that's an argument, I guess. But Kirk's verses were better. It's like you'll be thrown in the lake of fire, yes, but you'll be incinerated like the chaff. Like, God harvests the wheat, the chaff get incinerated, and they don't burn forever, they just burn up,
Mm-hmm.
I was it on your show the other day where you were playing that video? Or maybe it was Ambushed Apostate. Was it Brentley? Because I'd seen something about that.
Kirk pretty often.
Okay, that he was on the outs, but I didn't, I hadn't caught up to exactly what was going on. So that's interesting. Like everybody's mad at him.
A lot of fun. Pretty much, even Ray,
like the Theo Bros.
Listen, yeah, he's like, listen, fam. I've worked with Kirk. I thought he was like a true believer. Evangelical.
Did Chris pop up? Maybe it's not working when Chris.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure.
think.
Ember, if you can hear me,
You should be able to hear. Can you hear her now? Go ahead, Ember.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Ember. I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
Sorry, Ember.
Vixen troublemaker. I love it.
So Ember, everyone's against him, basically.
Alrighty, fam. If we're having issues, I'll get out of the way and let other people play.
Maybe hello. Can you hear me still, Ember?
Can you hear me, Ember?
Maybe she dropped off. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she dropped off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, that's an interesting turn to see that people have turned on Kirk Cameron. I'm interested. I'm too busy right now to take a look at that. My goodness, I have too much to do. But I will put that on my list. I'm really so nosy, and I love knowing the dirt. And when the Christian bros are kind of throwing
each other.
Yeah. It's fun to see because that's the real spirit of Christianity.
Yeah,
that's the truth of it. That's when the truth comes out, when they say the quiet part out loud, and you see how they really feel about Christianity.
Yeah, that's why you get a lot of. There's a lot of Christians who are really against Christian nationalism. It's really amazing how that kind of argument that goes on. Mm-hmm. And it's honestly it's more political than religious, right?
There is definitely a serious undertone like happening with the Theo Bros and pushing this one theology type world, but they just present themselves online when they argue as how that just it wouldn't change anything. It wouldn't change their behavior, anybody's behavior. So what is the purpose? It's only for control, because in that situation, they're part of the hierarchy, and that's all they care about. Mm-hmm. I don't really care about God. Give me a break. I don't believe it. I mean, okay,
From
maybe.
Norway, I want to talk a little more about atheistic point of views.
I heard that. I heard Fred from Norway.
I heard Fro, yeah, but I don't hear Chris now.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on this.
Oh,
my ears.
Chris.
Yeah, my ears died mid-show. Right. So I'm trying to literally I'm charging them while you guys carry the load. And Fro is on the line. Thank you guys.
Hi, Fro.
Can you hear us, Fro? Fro, where did you go? Hello? Fro?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Could just be something with the sound. Well, he'll be working on it. You
yes.
Can continue to talk. That's fine.
As long as, but he doesn't have ears though, right?
No, he'll figure it out. He'll be here eventually at some point. He'll figure it out.
Oh, what's going on?
We can't hear Fro.
Oh, you can't hear Fro. I think I hear background noise on Fro, but I don't hear Fro either. Let me see. Fro should be coming in there. Fro. There's Fro.
There's Fro.
Can you hear us?
I can't hear you guys on the phone.
Are you in outer space?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll restart my engine here. Hold on. Okay,
I always wanted you to go into space, man.
Can you hear us now, Fro?
Hello, Fro.
Man, guys, I don't know what's going on.
I hear you through YouTube, not the phone.
Oh, he only hears us through YouTube.
Okay.
Oh.
Everything I got says the signal's going out.
Want me to call back?
Sure. Yeah, give it a try, Fro. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. Yeah. It sucks about the problem. I'm not sure why we're having this problem. Let me let you guys again go on, and I'll see what I can do. If you're on there, he's on there. Okay. Arnsberg, yes, they fail because want women only cuck leftists are fine with their girls cheating on them. Are you?
Who say what?
Arnsberg apparently is just some kind of douchebag, just going to come in and be a douchebag rather than just be a douchebag, apparently. So be a douchebag, Arnsberg. So caller coming in should be coming from there. Let me just check a few things here while you guys, I'll let y'all carry the conversation. I'll leave me up. That way me being down isn't a factor. Okay.
Gotcha. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening out there in the chat. Arnsberg.
Yeah.
Who's talking to Arnsberg out there, you guys?
Austin is.
Austin will handle Arnsberg.
Okay. See,
Austin will be fine, I think.
Arnsberg is fixing to get his ass bounced.
Bro, don't come in here using slurs. Like, that's just stupid. You don't even know it's like that.
No doubt. Good morning.
Starting.
Right. Good morning, Brent. Hey, I don't know why my shit is not working. Give me a moment, guys. And yeah, we can continue talking about the other things. I'll let y'all talk for a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Go. Go.
Was that an accidental
Timeout?
there? I think that was an accidental timeout with Brent A. So Brent A, apologies. There we go. Better than I was just trying to fix it, but the chat was going too fast. Better than Ember got it, because if you do another timeout for just a very short time, there we go. Okay, he's back. Thank you, Brent, for your patience. We appreciate you. That happens so often. I'll try to write and do something, and then I'll ban somebody else, and then I'm trying to unban somebody, and I feel so guilty, and then the other person's still cursing or spamming, doing what the heck ever. I'm like, oh Lord, YouTube, can we please figure out how to make this easier? That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
been there, done that myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, no worries. We knew it was an accident. That's funny.
I've actually banned people. That's a little bit harder to fix, but
I think you have to go
not
into
that hard
settings, don't you?
Yeah, you can get. It's not that hard though. it's not that bad, but it's a little bit more difficult than just giving somebody a 10-second timeout, right?
Well, especially if you don't own the channel.
I think I figured out the phone thing, so hopefully he'll call back. I just want to make a point that I very much appreciate Voice Meter, but I hate Voice Meter. But I hope I have it figured out. So yeah, sorry everybody for the trouble on the show. I very much appreciate your patience. I really want to blame Ryan. We didn't have these kind of problems till we got a girl on the show.
Good morning.
That just means Yahweh is cursing you.
It is. It is.
Good morning, Carlin Garrett. Why don't you give us a call? Talk to us.
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah, let's see what Fro. I think we got Fro. Let's see if Fro is going to work. There he is. Is Fro here?
Yeah. Hey, Fro.
Hello, Fro.
I thought I hear something.
Yeah, I hear Fro.
I still can't hear you through the phone and only.
Oh. Yeah, I hear him.
Still just through YouTube.
And you don't hear any of them, Fro, at all? He doesn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, only.
Only through there.
YouTube, so my answers are like going to be like 15 seconds after you ask me.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, long delay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that to our callers. I don't know if you can hear me, Fro. I'm sorry. Let me. We'll go back to our regular show without the calls, and I'll keep tinkering and seeing if I can get things working. Okay, guys. I appreciate you. Sorry for the trouble.
No worries.
I hope we can. There we go. Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, that was me.
Oops.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I hate Voice Meter. Anyway, so we did have questions. So Garland, I'm just in troublemaker on both sides to get their heads turning. I see. I didn't even know what the first part was. Did somebody bounce the jackass, or is the jackass still being a jackass?
Arnsberg or whatever the name was. Yes, or at least timed out for a while. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, have a conversation. Come in. I have a thing, but don't come in and be a douchebag like that. Calling names, and that's just stupid.
And you know that's like a quick ban.
No.
For most places. I mean, maybe that's what you enjoy. You might just enjoy getting a reaction and then kicked and whatever.
I was just about to say, it's kind of narcissistic when you think about it. You know, look at me. I went out here and got everybody upset. Ooh, I'm the big guy.
What I can do. It's very like kindergarten. Yes, Brent A. I terrify Yahweh. That is the goal. That is now my life's dedicated goal.
Well, you gotta have goals, right? Everybody's got goals. I'm gonna see if my ears will power up now. Hopefully. Here in a few minutes, for those of you who are unawares, excuse me, we have a new product from Father Flanagan's line of products. We'll be running the commercial for that line of products at the top of the hour here in about 10 minutes. So don't leave if you want to see that. And I have no idea why my sound is being a jerk today. I'm trying to fix it. If I can get it fixed, we'll do the thing, you know. So.
Yeah. We're being attacked.
Yeah.
It's probably because the conservatives are, you know, they're doing something to our channel. I just know it.
Either that or God is punishing us.
Could be that. That's probably. I'm just joking, by the way. I'm pretending that I'm from the right, and I'm going to blame everything on the other side.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a victim. I need you to feel bad for me. I'm a victim.
You know, I really hope, one of the things I hope is that whenever we get back control of the power of the government and all that business, they need to officially go after, spend, I mean, a lot of money going after the misinformation campaigns, the bot accounts, these people out there. I mean, you and I as content creators have to be careful of what we do or say on our account, because, you know, and yet there are these people out there who have racks and racks of phones, and those phones are all dummy bot accounts out there arguing with people and talking trash and being ugly, and Google does nothing. You know, so kind of bugs me.
As long as they can make money from it, they do not care. No, zero integrity. It's all about the dollar bill.
Yeah. Yeah. At what point is it useless, though? I mean, when does our dollar become worthless? Whenever everybody's got $1 million, they got billions of dollars. There's billions of dollars. Now, I guess people don't realize what $1 billion is. $1 billion is a lot. And I hear they're using like multiple $1 billion just to build a few prison camps around the country. That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been trying to. Yeah. So pay attention to your local areas to make sure that like ICE isn't trying to buy warehouses where they can put a concentration camp in.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Like prison camps or holding centers like for ICE, which
like the ICE.
Because when Chris said that, my immediate thought was, oh yeah, so we have more slave labor in the prison, right?
But that as well.
Spend a couple billion and you get free slave labor for the next 20, 30, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ay. These people. What more can they take from us? My goodness.
Our dignity.
Concentration camp. Exactly right. Yeah, our dignity. Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm waiting every day for it to the end to begin. I see England arrested another prominent politician. Again, I want to mention my friends. I love you all. I want to mention that we cannot forget this guy too did not get arrested for having sex with children. He was arrested for leaking state secrets, not for what he did with children. Same thing with the Prince Andrew, former Andrew Mountbatten Winston, or whatever the fuck his name is. He was not arrested for the deal with children. The deal with children exposed his espionage malfeasance.
Right.
But it wasn't the deal with the girls that got him arrested. Victims, what the fuck?
What's the holdup? What's the problem? Because, once you start to do that for one person, then the rest of the dominoes will start to fall.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? It is
what it feels
crazy.
like.
Out to Ryan, out to caller. I'm still trying to figure out why our thing ain't working. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? Freaking banana.
Banana. Go ahead.
About to say our illustrious president did get spanked since I was here last, though, by the SCOTUS on his tariffs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, well, I'm just going to raise them a worldwide.
You are connected to the host.
Yeah.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
There we go. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out. Yeah, I mean, but really, I mean, was he smacked down? It gave him the opportunity to essentially thumb his nose at SCOTUS. And what's happened? What happened? He literally came out. He vilified them. He cursed them all. He said bad things about them. And then he said, you know what? I'm going to ignore what you said and raise the tariffs. And where is he? Is he still in office? Has he been removed? There are 3 branches of government that are supposed to keep this sort of thing from happening. SCOTUS is the top part of the one of the branches, and they're supposed to be a protection from him. And if they're not going to do it, then what good are they?
Right.
One of the presidents says he has said in public that he looks up to as the only president that has defied the SCOTUS before. So Andrew Jackson.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's typical of him to look up to somebody who's, but he, like, that man from the core is just absolutely rotten. There's not a redeeming quality about that man, in my opinion. I could not find one. If I was able to take tweezers and peel off that orange skin, couldn't find something.
It's not a bad shade of orange.
Yeah. Kind of similar, right?
There you go. I think I may have possibly figured something out. I keep saying that, but I don't think I mean it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Still hear you.
I actually made it better. I went through and I worked with Voice Meter Banana and I made it better. It's in fact gooder. It was the most goodest. And if it just fucking worked, it's like it's like an old system. You take a patch cable from here and you put it here, and a patch cable from here and here. And you're like, this label from here goes to here. It all matches. Why isn't it working? And then there was the prayer. I prayed over it and that didn't help. And then I did the Jedi mind trick and that didn't help.
Damn.
I know. I'm at a loss.
What do you want from us, Yahweh?
Right.
Must we sacrifice our child?
What the hell?
My best cow, my best goat, my kid?
There you go.
Is that what you asked for me?
There you go. See, that may be it. In fact, I think I may have got it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't want to ask anybody to call in because it'll just be a nightmare if it doesn't work. So let me just see how things go for a bit. Did Math Pig come in here? Sneaking in? Look at Math Pig.
Yeah, I see that little pigtail.
Heard a little pigtail sneaking through. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hypatia Stanhope says, you want to go. Goats are cute. They're cute. I mean, goats are cute. I mean, not like romantically cute. Some people think so, apparently, but not me. I'm not one of those people. But little baby goats are cute. They're cute little critters. Guys, I think
my daughter likes them.
Does she?
Yeah, my daughter's a sucker for little baby goats.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Who isn't though? I'll tell you what, here we've got Fro trying again, being the guinea pig he is. We're going to see if we can hear Fro, and then we'll have a brief call with Fro, and then we'll go to a commercial. Because we got to run that new commercial. Let's see if Fro can hear us now. Can you hear us, Fro?
See, when I prayed it worked. See?
I prayed over
it, and yes, I proof of God. Hallelujah.
It was.
Get saved.
Yeah. I'm convinced now. What were you going to say, Kelly?
I was about to say it was God, giving us the hard time. Thank you so much, Fro, for that prayer.
There you go.
Good word for it.
Yeah.
Did you have a good one? I think hopefully our phone lines are working, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Fro has managed to call in as a guinea pig, as a test victim for us today. Good morning, Fro, or good afternoon, Fro. Did you have a good 3 days off from the show?
No, because I miss you through those 3 days.
You're a sweetie.
It's like
sweetie.
heroin. Yeah.
I know.
I need my fix, man.
Especially if you mainstream us. I don't know how the thing is. I've never really done drugs outside of pot, so I don't know the real terminology. But
I usually tell this story. So when I was a Mormon, I was also a drug addict at the same time. And I remember when I got to the psych ward for the first time in Norway. And there was a doctor that was very interested in my drug use, and he said, "Do you mind going over substances you have not used, that you have used?" And I said, "I think the list of substances I have not used will be shorter." I've been sober for 20 years, man. So knock on wood.
Way to go! Congratulations, you. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
That's incredible.
Yeah. As we mentioned earlier,
actually, that.
Go ahead, Fro.
No, I said it was a fluke that I got sober, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, because you couldn't do drugs in jail. Is that what you're saying?
No. So, okay, I guess I will tell that story now then. But yeah, I had a rule. So I lived with one of the biggest drug cartel people in my area. He was living with me. And I had one rule that he was not allowed to put a shot in him because that was a drug user. If you do anything else but put needles in you, then that it was okay. Even though I did the same drugs as he did, just without needles. I was deadly afraid of needles.
Yeah.
And I got double-sided pneumonia. So I was very, very cranky because I couldn't smoke pot. I couldn't smoke anything. So I couldn't smoke meth. I couldn't smoke anything. It was just a terrible mood. And
so pneumonia saved your life.
I was curious. Were you a Mormon before a drug addict, or a drug addict before a Mormon?
I was Mormon before a drug addict.
Okay, I was just curious. So thanks for answering. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And then I got home, and he was sitting a shot in his shoulder, and I told him to get the F out of my apartment and never come back. And he listened to me. And those 2 weeks after he left my apartment, I don't wish that upon my worst enemy.
Rough, huh?
Those withdrawals was like I was laying in bed, shitting myself, pissing myself, shivering, like a little blow. I'm surprised I didn't die. Like,
wow.
No joke.
And you went through that by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. For 2 weeks.
That's rough.
And when I called him and begged him for drugs, he didn't come back because I told him to go and F himself. And out of the 7 people that were together, then Chris and Ryan, we are 2 people that are alive today.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness that happened.
Yeah. I heard there was a 30-year study on meth addicts, and not a single person lived through the entire term of the study.
Oh, damn.
But you would think that with a meth addict, right?
Wow.
30 years being a meth addict, that's a rough road. That's a tough road to hoe right there. So I'm glad you got free, Fro. It does sound like, I said it kiddingly earlier, but it sounds like pneumonia saved your life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wow.
I was very thankful. So when I left Mormonism, I also left my drugs behind. It's kind of weird.
Interesting.
But and here's the honest thing. I think it was kind of the same drug.
What do you mean?
What? Mormonism?
Oh, Mormonism. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Mormonism.
Oh, you mean it was?
Drug use, yeah.
It was right. It was filling the same hole for you, right? Is that
Wow.
what you're saying?
It was
Yeah.
the same addictiveness
Yeah.
to it, at least.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
It's meant to be.
Very cool. Interesting. Thank you. Well, you know what, Fro? I hate to do it, but we're going to take a break. We're running a little behind on the break. We've got a new commercial, though. I don't know if you got to see it. A new parody product. So
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the atheism thing. Do you mind if I hang on over the break?
Yeah. Hang on. We'll be back in a minute, guys. Check out this here thing, and we'll be back. Let's go here. Hold on a second. Let me find our new commercial. And there it is.
I will pay you those 7 cents I cost you.
No, that's all right. You don't have to worry about that. That's all right. No. No. Here we go. We'll be back. Were you circumcised at birth? Or did you change your faith for a woman and now she's gone? Or did your sister's lockjaw flare up at the worst possible time?
Guilty as charged.
Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits. It won't cost you an arm and a leg, just an eyelid. Testimonials are already coming in. Mike from Dallas, Texas writes, "Ever since I got my penis caught in the blender, I haven't felt like a real man, but now I'm back and intact. Thank you, Father Flanagan." Steve from Florida says, "I didn't really want my foreskin back, but my wife insisted. We did it and, well, you should see the look on her face." King Kelly writes, "Wow, getting my foreskin back literally doubled my length. After all these years, I can finally hold my heads high. Thank you, Father Flanagan." Father Flanagan's at-home foreskin restoration kits are part of our Tips for Tots and Adults community outreach program. Free eye patch and eye mister with each purchase. You can tell just by the look on his face whether he's packing or he's lacking. Microsurgery available for those extra small jobs. And in case you have any problems, Father Flanagan's highly trained medical staff are ready and waiting for your call.
Oh my God. I've never seen so much blood. Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits, coming to a Walmart near you. We are back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the new commercial. All right, and we're back to Fro for a minute.
I love the new commercial.
That was really good. I was laughing all the time.
Good.
It was so fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, everybody, if you don't mind out there, give me a thumbs up. You know, let me know if you like the new commercial. It's another fine product from Father Flanagan's Laboratories, and really, I am working on that. I'm working on getting what do you call it, like a documentary style shot of what happens inside Father Flanagan's Laboratories. We'll get there one of these days. Okay, Fro, you want to talk about atheisting now?
Yeah. No, I don't. I didn't want to really talk about my ex-drug use, but here we are.
Of course.
Monday. No, it's Tuesday.
His hand was forced.
Sorry?
I said his hand was forced.
It was. We really couldn't help but talk about it. Yeah. We made him talk about it. I accused him of being in jail.
And I've never been to jail, Chris. Even if I should have at some point.
You were in your own prison.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So
interesting.
I kind of want to hear your thoughts. I saw that you posted a video with me in it. So I looked at it and I saw what you had put as a theme that the biggest reason why I don't leave Christianity is out of fear, and I think that's fair.
What is it that
representation? Yeah.
Yeah. What is it that you fear? Is it like the idea of Pascal's wager, or?
I'm very afraid of hell.
Yeah, Kelly. What he's
that was going to be my second question. Yeah.
He's referring to a show we had Friday where we talked about hell, and we talked about how he had some fears of hell, and so that's kind of to catch you up on what was going on. Mr.
Yeah. That's really common with a lot of people who are like halfway deconverted, is that they get this fear of hell. And Fro, are you afraid of a Muslim hell?
No.
It's an excitement at Chris's house.
Dogs, I think.
Just the dogs, yeah.
Yeah, dog hell.
Dog hell. No. And when people ask me why am I not afraid of the Muslim hell, it is as easy as I just don't believe in it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you
that's
real quick. Sorry.
Go ahead, Chris.
Well, I was just going to ask because he was calling about a video, and I want to get kind of. Well, did you have an issue with the video? I tried not to edit it very much. I put the full thing on there so everybody would be there. Okay, gotcha.
I know.
Yeah, because some people edit and they make people look bad, and I didn't want to do that.
No, I didn't. I didn't think I looked bad at all.
Perfect.
I looked like the confused person I am.
Well, I plan on dropping another one that's shorter, more condensed, and more to the point or whatever, but that's just all about being a YouTube content creator, dropping content. Okay, Kelly, now that we've addressed his issue or whatever he was talking about with the video, I'll let you go with your thing. I just wanted to make sure we got what he was wanting to talk about.
No, I just wanted to explore what about hell that he was afraid of, that, why it is that you're still, I mean, if you can get through the idea that there's this creator, this creator God that's responsible for everything, so which you seem like you might be.
That is my short answer.
Yeah, right. Okay, right. So you're over the major part that there's this creator God, but there's this still like the threat that you've been threatened with your whole life is still stuck in the back of your head, and that's really a difficult thing to get past. But you got to remember that that's what it is. It's this conditioned threat. It's not something just like if you're not believing in this grand creator God anymore because it's not real, the hell that supposedly this thing created isn't real either. So
True.
Yeah, and I also think there's something about that. I feel like when I look at it from, like, when I try to take my Christian brain off, and I try to do that pretty often, as much as I can. It doesn't make sense for people that isn't me. So I'm not saying that this is not that this is an argument for God, but it's an argument, like, I guess, for my God, and I just can't drop the notion of being eternally punished for the mistakes I do.
Maybe that'll come with time. Maybe with time. Even if you continue to be a Christian, maybe you'll let that notion of hell go and just enjoy the religion for what you think it is. You know, or should be.
Yeah, I wish I could. But yeah, no, so what would you say is like the atheist equivalent to hell?
I don't think there is, guys. Y'all want to shout?
Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah, this life.
Billionaires. Earth with tech billionaires running everything. That
really,
and other billionaires.
The hell is, there's a reality of hell. Like, if you want to imagine from an atheist perspective what would be hell, just imagine being an Epstein victim. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's versions of hell that an atheist has. There's horrific things. I don't want to be put in jail. I don't want to be raped in jail. I don't want to be all these things. There's lots of bad things that atheists consider hell.
There's plenty. Yeah, there's plenty of hell on earth.
Yeah, but at least when we die, we get to go away from that hell. We're not in hell anymore. We can die and get away from it. Unlike Christians who theirs goes on. It even gets worse. You live in this rough life, and then if you don't toe the line exactly right, because Christianity, most of them are pretty specific. You got to do it my way or you're burning. If you don't do it exactly right, then, you spend an eternity in hell. We just turns off for us when we're...
Ryan, you left us a Christian society that never believed in hell. Was that ever a problem for you, Ryan?
No, it didn't make sense to me, just, I guess, because it had always been, I don't know, driven into me that it didn't exist. Maybe had that been different and I had been told differently, but since I wasn't, it never was a problem for me. But demons were a problem for me. So there's that.
That's interesting. Where did the demons dwell?
So maybe I can ask you, Ryan, what were you afraid of?
When I was a Christian?
Yeah, when you were a Jehovah's Witness.
Demons.
What were you afraid of?
I truly every day worried that demons were going to attack me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a serious thing. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, I would sleep with the sheets over my head, the covers over my head, because I was just so afraid I was going to see a demon, because, my mom had seen demons. So I thought, okay, well, I'll probably see demons at some point. So, I would sleep with the covers over my head, and even until adulthood, I just would be afraid sometimes, like, of the dark. Like,
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Don't trust me. No, I'm disappointed in myself too for that belief. But, I would be afraid of the dark sometimes, that, something could really get me.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably the first house that I've lived in where, like, I would go downstairs into the basement intentionally with the lights off just to test how atheist I was. I was like, okay, if you go down here and you're afraid of demons, maybe you're not as... And I went down there and I was walking, I was like stumbling, but I was like, okay, like, we're at a good place, we're at a good place now.
And you lived, no demons got you. Or maybe they did. Look where you are. Look what you do. They got you. They control you like a puppet.
That's what probably a J-Dub would say about
That's
me.
probably what they would say, yeah. Yeah.
My apostating got me possessed.
It did. It did. Well, those are good questions. Fro, I have to say...
What about you, Kelly? What were you afraid of?
Good. Oh, that's a good one.
I was wondering if I should have answered this or not. I didn't really come out of... when I left Christianity, I was really young, but I got caught up in woo, that New Age stuff.
Yeah.
So the thing that I was really mostly afraid of was making bad karma and coming back as a worm.
Wow.
Ooh.
Or something like that, coming back in my next life as something really below what I am now because of all the bad karma I was spreading around. So in that regard, I guess, it worked just as good as hell, that I was trying to be a good person because of a belief. Right. And now I'm just a good person because I'm a good person.
I mean,
yeah, and you said that hell was a big thing for you.
For me, it was when I was young. Yeah. It served its purpose. It was created to keep people afraid so they wouldn't leave the faith, and it worked for me for a while. And then I realized, from my perspective, I'm not trying to influence your perspective, but from my perspective, I realized what it was. It's just a trap to keep me in line with them, and yeah. And remember, we talked about it being fear. It's all about fear and control, Yeah. So.
Yeah, and some maybe fear sometimes is bigger than truth. I really want to delve more into what the Christians meant as hell in the Bible. I'm really wanting to study that. So I'm looking at you, Ryan.
I know. I was actually looking through my notes as we speak, just trying to search for some papers and stuff that I can send you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely something I want to study the more, because I believe that understanding things makes you less scared of it.
Agreed.
Yes, yeah, totally.
That goes with anything. That goes with every and anything.
Yeah, that's true. It's good advice. Good advice.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Well, bro, I appreciate you calling. Thank you for calling us again.
Thanks, bro.
Good questions, man. You posed the good ones.
Yeah,
I love all of you. So it's nice to be your guinea pig sometimes. And,
appreciate that.
And tell me to be your guinea pig again.
We'll do it.
Bro, I want to tell you, I admire your ability to laugh at your past trauma. Not everybody can do that, and you're really good at it. So, I mean, you see the bad parts of your past life, your past life, and you can look back at it and laugh, and that's pretty freaking awesome. So, good for you.
Good for you, bro. Thank you.
I use humor as a defense. That's what
I'll see. Me too. All right, brother. Well, thank you very much for calling in. Okay. We will see you tomorrow. We'll see you in the chat, obviously. There we go. And we have new people, new faces in the chat I want to mention real quick. I'm sure our friend Kelly has probably noticed them. Let's see. We've got Social Federalist. Good morning. I think I've seen your face once or twice, I do believe. Lil of All Trades is here. Bonnie Wilbur. Good morning. Ecclesiastes says the dead are conscious of nothing at all. See, that's cool. What? That I appreciate. Somebody, I don't even know, I just met you, Miss Bonnie, I don't know what side of the fence you're on, posted a scripture and then posted what it was about. Oftentimes they'll come in and they'll just go, First Timothy 22, and then I'm supposed to go look that up. And I don't play that game. I appreciate you posting the content of your thing. And then we had some individual out there trying to wants to convince us that Jesus is real. I believe we do have a phone line. if you want to call us and do that. But Garland Garrett is here. I am Chief of Sin. Thank you for that, Garland Garrett. Willem Graves says, God never said. Why Moses used to say in vanity, why don't kill? I'm not sure what's going on there. And who's that other person that was speaking? I don't know. I missed it. It was going too fast. Detroit Atheist Queen is here. Good morning, Kelly. There's the other Kelly.
Good morning, Kelly. Yeah.
There's the other Kelly.
Now we just need the third Kelly to pop in.
That's right.
So say hi to Gigi.
Yeah. Brent, that's interesting though. I do really appreciate those questions about. Is Goat Edits football? There's a links down below. There's a phone number that I posted earlier. Let me see if it's still in memory here. And then there's a link if you want to call in on the web version and talk at us.
I think I may have talked to this person a few days ago.
Oh, really? Goat Edits football? Okay, got you.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we'll try to keep it on topic because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan and I'm very sad. And my wife is a Seattle Seahawks fan and she's very happy. And I just cry on anybody's shoulder who's into football.
Is she rubbing it in?
No, she's been really good. Jeff, the skeptical disciple, is spirituality without organized religion. I dig it. That's who we've got on the phone. We'll take this call before our next break. Let's see, Jeff, are you there?
Good morning, atheists.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
How are we doing this morning?
All right. Thanks for
We've talked before.
Yeah. You're a repeat offender, Jeff. How are you doing today? Did you have a good weekend?
I'm doing well. Well. I wish it was warmer outside, but what can we do?
Yeah, it'll get there.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Something I brought up in chat that I wanted to ask you guys. Sorry, since I joined and I heard Pascal's wager mentioned. As I can't remember who it was, basically said in chat, we're all kind of former Christians here on your channel.
Mm-hmm.
What about, do you have to totally give up if you don't agree with organized religion and all the crap that's involved with it, obviously? Why not keep your personal beliefs and just, give up on the crap that's in the church, basically? Someone mentioned, spirituality without religion.
I believe there are those people who do that.
Greater than ourselves.
Or religion without church too.
Yeah.
That's why, that's one of the things I always like to warn people about when they look at that Gallup poll about the nuns, the people with no religious affiliation, and how much it's risen since the 1980s. That also includes people who are you're describing, right? They still believe in God, they still believe Jesus exists, but they don't ever go to church ever.
Right.
They don't have an affiliation with a church, and that's what the question actually asks: are you affiliated with a religion?
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of people who feel that way, and I think there's even a growing group of people who feel that way, and it works a lot in our favor because it's like the first step to, if you can get out of the church, you can get out of the religion, right? But the first step is to actually get out of the church, because just like what Chris mentioned earlier with hell, you're getting threatened to stay there. You have to believe this because you're threatened, right? Mm-hmm. So you get over that threat, and then it makes it easier to get out of the religion as well. So, yeah.
Right. Well, that's one area that I would definitely agree with atheists on, is to be part of a religion, to be part of a belief just because of the fear of damnation, the fear of hell, the fear of what comes after we die. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's a justifiable reason to accept something.
Oh, right.
Well, what is it that Christians have that atheists don't have that isn't a promise of the afterlife?
I guess the spirituality side of it, the idea that there is something more, something beyond ourselves, maybe something greater than ourselves, be it
spiritual
the universe, however you want to think of it.
Okay, cool.
Could you think of the universe that way?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah. So back to my point of getting out of the church and getting out of the religion. So
yeah,
right. But
it's interesting how you guys. It's interesting. I'm sorry. It's interesting how you guys described that type of Christian who's just a spiritual Christian and not a real Christian, because I guess that's kind of technically how you would have described me. I didn't go to church unless I had to for a girlfriend or some business, but I believed in Jesus. I had a covenant with the Lord. I had been baptized and all that business, and I was going to worship the way I felt like I needed to worship, because so many people were so ugly about it. So I guess I was technically what you would consider a spiritual Christian.
And that's kind of where I'm at, where I've only recently been able to call myself a Christian, like very recently.
Really?
I had like serious issues with the Trinity and the idea that Jesus was God on earth, you know. I've come to find out as I've delved deeper, I had, I guess, a Unitarian kind of view. I was like, well, okay, maybe when he got baptized, then God entered him and, you know, did his thing. And then I started reading the Bible myself recently, and I sort of came to my own conclusions. I do believe that Jesus was God on earth. I know that's maybe a crazy thing for you guys to accept. It's a crazy thing that I accept it for myself. I can count on one hand the things that I believe without empirical proof, and that's one of them.
That's one of them. Interesting.
So for me, I've always had issues with the church, with organized religion, with denominations, and even through my studies recently, I still haven't found one that I think is even close to having it all right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Too many people involved, I guess. Yeah. When people become involved, then there's a problem. So I just sort of, I guess I do. And Christians would say I'm a heretic because I take what I accept, and I don't take the rest of the bullshit.
Isn't that what every Christian sect does?
I was going to say heretic. Everybody's a heretic. They're all heretics, pretty much. Yeah. But it sounds to me as though you, and I could be wrong, but it sounds to me like you've been trying to keep your relationship with Jesus, drop all the baggage that comes with Christianity, and then kind of live your life more in a secular humanist kind of way. Be good to people, don't hurt people, treat everybody equally, you know, those sorts of things. That's just what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I would say that
best of both worlds, really. I guess.
The relationship with Jesus is actually fairly new for me. I've always been a deist as far as believing in a creator, but I've just sort of taken that next step recently.
Interesting. Well, thank you for joining us.
What was it?
Go ahead,
Chris.
No, I was just going to say.
I was just wondering what exactly it was that made you take that step.
I don't know. I'm 56 years old, and I've lived, up until 6 months ago where I was I didn't need to take that step. I just firmly agnostic. We can't know for sure because we can't prove anything. So I just sort of left it at that. And then, I don't know, something clicked, something triggered. It's something I always wanted to do. And I just finally committed to doing it, to research. And I've read the Quran. I've looked into all different types of religions, just looking for, I think there are lessons everywhere. I think there are bits of wisdom. And so I've just sort of looked to see what I would find.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for that answer.
Yeah. Interesting. I'd like to see your amygdala. Sorry. No, it's a thing.
You gotta find it again.
Pardon me, sir. There's been brain studies that show that people with religious or conservative temperaments or mentalities tend to have a larger amygdala. And there's also been studies, and Ryan talked about this, about a long time ago, she did a Theocracy Watch about people who tend to be more religious or more intelligent, go from being religious to being non-religious. People who are less intelligent are more likely to go from being not religious to religious. That was just a study. I'm not saying you're not intelligent. The point where I'm kind of
dumber as I get older.
Well, really, this is a thing for both of us because
I was about to say I certainly did. There's
2 points about that. One is it could be that because I mean I'm getting older too, and I worry about these things myself. It could be that with age, your brain is changing, and that may be part of the reason why you've embraced this thing. Or it could be a situation where, like when I was a kid, I was like, you know what? I'm going to fuck around now. I'm going to go get me some. And when I get older, when I run out of time and it's getting near in the end, I'll go ahead and embrace Jesus. And that way I can make it to heaven. Okay. And now I'm 53 years old, and maybe I should start thinking about, wait, is that a heart attack? No. It's just a pulled muscle. So maybe I need to get right with God because I ain't young like I used to be. Maybe it's something along those lines.
Well, a couple of years ago, I did have a couple of heart attacks, and you would think that would have been the time that I would come to Jesus, but that didn't really happen then.
Almost went to Jesus, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, really close. But
I had a heart attack and started doing this.
It's not that I hit a point where I'm worried about that I'm going to die, and what comes next. It's really more for, I don't know. I mean, believe me, I have sat myself and just thought and tried to figure out the motivation behind this, what finally flipped that switch, what I'm looking for exactly. For me, it's more about the here and now, though. Like you said, you can be a good person without God. You can be a good person without religion. And I like to think that I've kind of led my life that way. So maybe this is my way of double checking myself. I'm not sure. I have a lot of questions. I use the name skeptical for a reason.
Yeah. Fellow seeker. I dig it. I appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah. At least you're not out there at least you're not out there pushing your ideas on everybody as if they're the correct thing. So kudos to you.
Your own spiritual journey. That's awesome.
Even for people that believe, one of my big things is watching all these YouTubers and just church in general. If they truly believe what they say they believe, it would be terrifying to be a teacher, to be a minister, because what if they got it wrong and they lead all these people down the wrong path? They're going to be double damned, or however you want to put it, I would be terrified to push my beliefs. I study philosophy a lot. I don't try to push my own personal philosophy onto other people. My stuff's all for me. I'm not going to tell anybody they're wrong about anything.
Good. That's good. That's the way to be. My deal is I don't really. Some people ask, if Christians, all Christians stopped pushing stop doing all the bad things, would you still care about them? I'm like, no. The only reason why I even do what I do is because of the oppression that they try to impose upon us. Forcing their religion in our schools, forcing their religion in our money, forcing their religion in our government, those sorts of things. And you're not doing any of that. I thank you for that.
Right on. Well, I like watching you guys. I like to listen to all different opinions, and like I said, I think wisdom can be found in many different places. So,
you still look here.
I will grab your hair.
I was going to say, well, why did you tune in when I was here?
That's all. I appreciate you, Jeff. No, I appreciate you. We you know how we are. We take the opportunity to have a joke when we can. Thank you.
I don't mind it one bit.
You're awesome. We're going to take a quick break real quick. And what we're going to do is we're going to run the pup commercial for those of you who haven't seen it. And at the end of the show again today, about 10 minutes before the hour, we'll go ahead and run our new commercial for Father Flanagan's line of, at-home foreskin restoration kits. We'll run that one there at the end of the hour. Guys, we'll be back in just a minute. The pup.
Flanagan!
Yes, sir. Very disturbing, I know.
Fetch me Father Flanagan.
Your Highness.
You are in the presence of His Holiness, the Puppius Maximus, guardian of the sacred fire hydrant, defender of the holy tennis ball, and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poopsalop the Fifth.
Your popedom. I heard you have a bone to pick with me.
Condoms, Father Flanagan?
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
That's what I mean. Why are you selling condoms?
Oh, oh, you mean our Faro Sombrero line of condoms? Understood.
You know how we feel about those around here.
Well, they're not to be used by the Catholics, of course.
Not for Catholics?
No, they're part of our Sinner Gonna Sin lack of faith outreach program.
A sinner gonna what?
It's like getting the tithe, but from the heretics and the heathens and the atheists.
Oh, well, when you put it like that.
But, Your Highness, this will reflect very poorly on the church.
True. You know what this means, Flanagan?
Warning label, a warning label on the box, not for Catholics in big letters.
Too subtle.
Instant purgatory if used by Catholics.
I like it. Divine branding.
Excellent, your popedom. Will there be anything else?
That will be all. You may leave.
All right, we are back. Thank you all for joining us. We noticed me and Kelly here were talking about is it go at edits or is it goat edits, as in greatest of all time? Well, which is it? Goat edits? Why don't you hook us up and let us know which it is? We'd appreciate that. And there's Ryan. There's Ryan back. Perfect timing. Thank you for joining us again, Miss Ryan. It's a Flanagan Fest today, says better than ever. I guess it kind of is, really. Yeah. Pray for y'all and love on y'all, even though you choose not. That's not
Father Flanagan Father Flanagan needed the cash, so we figured we'd help him out.
True enough. True enough. Let me pull down that banner real quick. Quit. This stuff, man. I need to get my rose in a duck here. Sorry, folks. Yeah, so there's good morning, Brent A. Thank you for joining us, Brent. I hope everything's going great for you. Crispin Slit, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Visiting with I'm sorry?
Dave C. I would say welcome, Dave C. 23.
Dave C. Yes, Dave C. Oh yeah, Dave C. Good morning, Dave C. A goat is a future pastor. Scary.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, interesting.
Don't do it.
Really, pray for y'all. You know, there's some interesting things that you should learn. You probably should, and does not exist. I am calling on 15 Pro. I don't know what you're talking about. The number, I literally copied and pasted it right here from the thing. Now, we did have a number problem. There was a phone, the number was incorrect. So it may somewhere be like in the description. It shouldn't be, I was pretty sure. But there you go. I posted it in the chat again, if you kind of want to give us a call. We got about 10 minutes left only, you know, because so you might consider popping by tomorrow, and if we want more time to talk about it. But there's a lot going on, you know. There's as you mentioned, Jesus is real, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know this because God told you so. A couple of things. One is I'll be brief. We have an entire field of study called mythicism. And the reason why they exist is because there's no proof that Jesus existed as a real person, no physical, real proof. And therefore, an entire school of thought has developed that he's probably not real at all. There's that. So you should just probably ponder on that. And the second point is that God didn't talk to Mary. God didn't talk to the mother of his own child. He sent Gabriel to do it. And yet God spoke to you. You, my friend. You must be very special. Very special indeed. Did God speak to you? Interesting. What are your thoughts, Kelly and Ryan?
FYI, it is wrong in the description. It should be 326.
Son of a bitch. Bad Chris. I'll go for
Bad Chris.
Just in case if that is an issue.
You're gonna have to stand in the corner after the show.
I am. It's 276. I could have swore I fixed it. Yeah, but I did post it in the thing twice, so there is that. And that's in the wrong browser. Anyway, let me pull this over here. Yeah, it's 276. We're at 276. Damn show, my friend. Let me see if I can get this up over here.
Have either of you seen anything like Mohammed mythicism?
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I've heard about it too. Yeah,
it's pretty interesting and pretty convincing if you look into it. Yeah,
I need to look further into. I mean, I need to look further into the whole, like, history, everything. I would like to learn more, just so I'm able to maybe argue, understand also a little bit better.
Yeah. Good morning, Kelly Shearer. How are you doing? I hope everything is going fantastical in your world. Miss Ryan, would you read that while I fix the channel thing?
Kelly says for 49, all of this is wonderful, but what does it have to do with how beautiful Ryan is? Oh, I'm gonna do the Ferengi.
There you go. That is so sweet. See, and you know, I got to be honest. That's why we have her. Just to, you know, there's not enough light shown on this wonderful creature. So by having her on the show, we get to at least show her to as many people as we can.
Oh.
And we get to call her a creature. That's weird. Thank you, Kelly. Yes. Yeah, so that sucks that I got the phone number wrong. Again, more time. We'll have more time tomorrow. Goat Edits. I never saw if it was Goat Edits or Go At Edits. But GOAT is like a thing of football, you know. Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time, sort of thing. I don't think so, but that's their thing. So I just kind of missed it if they said.
Yeah, I got called a goat once, but I think it was because of the way I smelled.
Usually when I get called goat, the word old precedes it.
Yeah, that too.
I'm just saying. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things. Some people, and I'm trying to learn this myself. I actually on my desktop, my friends, because I don't necessarily have the bestest of patience. On my desktop, I now have a quote from Voltaire on all three screens whenever there's nothing up. And it says, "It is difficult to free fools from the chains they revere." And
yikes.
It's not easy to do it with a hammer or with a pry bar, but you can often sweet talk them out of it, or just show you know what I mean? And that's my deal about, I'm trying to learn to stop yelling at fools and start educating fools. I don't know if calling them fools helps or not, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, my friends.
And think of every link as a question.
All right. Yeah. Let's do this because, you know, he's obviously new to this whole thing. We'll just knock these down real quick. We won't even waste a lot of time. Football person says, two Jewish historians, Josephus mentions Jesus, his crucifixion, and his followers. Wrong. Doesn't matter. Josephus wasn't even born until 60 or so years after Jesus allegedly lived. So it was hearsay when he heard it. Next, and you can go on to Flavius. They're all the same. There was two of them. Which one is it? But they're both. Neither one of them was even born when Jesus was around. So there goes that one. Anyway, Kelly, you were saying something of vast importance.
Yeah, I don't even remember. It was so important. I was watching reason number 4. Multiple independent sources agree Jesus lived. What are they then? What are they?
Yeah, well, I think
it wasn't.
They weren't contemporaries.
It wasn't. Yeah, right. Tacitus and Josephus were both born after Jesus was crucified.
Yeah. So
and even Paul, he didn't know the man, so he shouldn't even be considered.
True. Paul wrote a lot of the Bible, and Paul just hallucinated Jesus. He never met Jesus in person. He said he met him in a vision on a road. So Paul never even met Jesus. Chances are you're probably a Paulinian and not a Jesus.
I wonder if he might have been taking some of those drugs that Fro was talking about.
Maybe. Hi, Patience Stanhope. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. John Bedham is here. Name your best. John says proof of supernatural Bible claims. Reason number 1, crickets. Oh, interesting. Secular Feelings is throwing money at us. Good morning, Secular Feelings. Says, what do you get when you mix what?
I almost choked on my coffee when I read it.
I just read it. What do you get? I like this one. What do you get when you mix human DNA and a goat? A lifetime ban from the petting zoo. That's true. Oh, good one. I hate it when that happens. Monkey for You is here this morning. You guys are a lot of fun. Roman sources Tacitus, you're not listening. You should go look this up yourself. You really should go look this up. And there are no actual Roman sources of the time. You should just go look for it. Don't trust us.
Yeah.
We're atheists on the internet.
There were historians who lived at the time. I believe that was Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Elder, but then also too, Pliny the Younger wrote nothing about Jesus as well. Philo?
Philo?
Was he also? Yeah. So there was other historians that could have, but did not. And considering that the temple falling was pretty big news, the fact that nobody else was like reporting about this dude who prophesied it, like that should have been headline news. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, let's go even further. Whenever he was crucified and he passed, allegedly, if I remember right, hundreds of people rose from their graves and walked around the city of Jerusalem, I believe. You would think somebody would have written that shit down. I'm just saying.
I think this was the temple veiled toward too, or something like that.
Some of that business. Yeah.
Some wild stuff, supernatural stuff that other people should have seen from other, cities surrounding that could have said something about it, and nothing. Suspicious.
It's very sus. Sounds very sus to me, but that's okay. Goat Edits. I'm gonna call you Goat Edits. That's just kind of how I'm gonna roll. Hang with us. Come back tomorrow. Stick around. Be open-minded. You'll learn something.
Hopefully.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Thank you all for joining us. I'm gonna wrap it up by don't leave anybody. I'm gonna play our new product line, our new promotional product from Father Flanagan's line of products here in just a second. Ryan, thank you for joining us. Kelly, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Kelly.
It's always an honor to be here.
Bye.
We enjoyed it. Lots and lots of fun. All right, let me read our super chats. And again, to the theists in the chat who want to see if they can convince us, come back tomorrow. Call us. Henram threw $2 at us and said, keep pounding. Thank you for your work. Thank you, Henram. Kelly Shearer said for $5, all of this is wonderful, but what does it have to do with how beautiful Ryan is? Nothing. Just gives us a chance to show her off. I can't believe she actually agreed when I asked her to be on the show. And then Secular Feeliness threw $5 at us and said, what do you get when you mix human DNA and goat DNA? A lifetime ban from the petting zoo. That would be. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kelly. Guys, I'm going to, don't forget to have a good day, a week, Kelly, and we'll see you next week. Okay?
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
That's right.
I got to run off, though. I got to go to the doctor, though, so.
Okay. All right. See you later.
All right.
See you safely. Take care.
See ya.
All right. And now, my friends, take care. Go rush out and get yourself a new foreskin restoration kit. Were you circumcised at birth? Or did you change your faith for a woman and now she's gone? Or did your sister's lockjaw flare up at the worst possible time?
Guilty as charged.
Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits. It won't cost you an arm and a leg, just an eyelid. Testimonials are already coming in. Mike from Dallas, Texas writes, ever since I got my penis caught in the blender, I haven't felt like a real man, but now I'm back and intact. Thank you, Father Flanagan. Steve from Florida says, I didn't really want my foreskin back, but my wife insisted. We did it and, well, you should see the look on her face. King Kelly writes, wow, getting my foreskin back literally doubled my length. After all these years, I can finally hold my heads high. Thank you, Father Flanagan. Father Flanagan's at-home foreskin restoration kits are part of our Tips for Tots and Adults community outreach program. Free eye patch and eye mister with each purchase. You can tell just by the look on his face whether he's packing or he's lacking. Microsurgery available for those extra small jobs. And in case you have any problems, Father Flanagan's highly trained medical staff are ready and waiting for your call.
Oh my God.
I've never seen so much blood.
Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Thank you, Father Flanagan.
Father Flanagan's line of at-home foreskin restoration kits. Coming to a Walmart near you.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booths, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen